January 8th, 1972, changed the game college sports forever when freshmen were now allowed to compete in varsity football and basketball. Now let's find out the story behind this iconic sports moment.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Welcome to Daily Sports History. I'm Ethan Reese, your guide to all the sports history you need to know every day. In January 1972, the world of college sports witnessed a dramatic shift as the NCAA made a monumentous decision granting freshmen eligibility to play varsity football and basketball, marking a huge turning point in college athletics. In 1968, though, all other NCAA sports were allowed to have freshmen play, but now football and basketball were ready to make the change. Until this point, freshmen had only been allowed to compete in JV sports, which is not uncommon still to this day. Most freshmen don't have the ability to compete, but higher level teams have players that have talent that transcends their age and can actually compete at the varsity level. In basketball was a main force behind this change, as UCLA had two stars that were really showing that freshmen compete. Lou Alcindor, later known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, dominated the college ranks even as a freshman, couldn't compete on the varsity team, and Bill Walton, after him, was doing the same. Although many college coaches and administrators were not overly pleased by the groundbreaking move, saying if your freshmen have to play, you're probably not a very good team, and many referring to as just a recruiting gimmick that'll last for a few years and show no change. Though there was precedent for this change to happen. During the Korean War in 1950, freshmen were given temporary status to play on football and basketball teams due to many young men being drafted into the war. And in 1970, a tragic event when the University of Marshall lost a majority of their team due to a plane crash, where Marshall University's football team lost almost all of their team in a plane crash. And the only way they could rebuild their team was to allow freshmen to play. They were granted temporary allowance for freshmen. 2 years later, the whole country was granted that right. This was a monumentous decision that transcended the college game, especially in the sport of basketball, where freshmen every year to this day change the landscape of the college basketball season. Without this change, we wouldn't have seen great freshman season, such as Greg Oden leading Ohio State to the national championship, Derrick Rose leading Memphis to the national championship, Kevin Durant leading the country in scoring, and Carmelo Anthony leading his team to a national championship. And in football, although not having as much of an impact, freshmen still do come alive. We would have missed out on Herschel Walker's freshman season, Adrian Peterson, Jameis Winston, and Johnny Manziel. It's forever changed the sporting world as the college sports continue to change every day. Thank you for listening to today's Daily Sports History. If you like this, please rate and review wherever you're listening. We can't wait to hear back from you. And come back tomorrow for more sports history.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.